If his wives were not just for multiple wives, to have lots of sex, like most Christians claim, most who don't understand my teaching claim we teach, and we know it's for military dominion and victory, then is it possible that that would be the only way to understand the purpose of his riddles?
Yeah.
That his riddles coincided with his behavior in taking strange women to gather intelligence and information. Can I get a witness?
Amen.
I said, can I get a witness?
Amen.
Samson's riddles were like unto his women, who were designed, the women were designed that he chose through Shittah. And the riddles were designed, Brother Benjamin. These were works of the Ruach HaKodesh and not Samson's flesh. Say that again. They were works of the Ruach HaKodesh and not Samson's flesh. So, let's backtrack. He took wives to build a what? A spy network. He told riddles. Why? Why would he get over on getting over? He put forth the riddle. They couldn't answer. You think he took pleasure in ha 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 ha? I'm smarter than you. No. Why? Because the riddles were designed, like his choice of wives were designed, to suck out information to give Israel the dominion in the days when every man did that which was right in his own ways. That's our days that we're living in today. Those are the days we live in today. And if you're going to do things Yahuwah's way, you're going to be eating honey over the disposed lions that are destroyed in your path. If you continue to date, if you continue to do 1 foot in the church and 1 foot in Israel, be it known unto you, you will not raise righteous seed, you will raise confused seed.
Amen.
Kelaim, mixture of wool and linen, forbidden in Torah. You shall not plow a field with a horse and a goat.
Oh, wow.
Biblical Israelite living has nothing at all to do with sex. Sex is a benefit of Israelite living. Israelite living is to retake dominion from the nations and to retake dominion from the Gentiles. Come on, Chris.
Amen.
Am I preaching good today?
Yeah.
I said, am I preaching good? I'll be honest with you, brothers and sisters. I'm preaching a lot better than some of y'all acting. Now, I got that one from Joyce Myers. You think I'm getting all these lines from all these Christians that maybe they do have a few things that are worth sharing. But at least I'm not lying about it and say I thought of these lines. I borrowed them. So now wait, let's continue. The Ruach HaKodesh is directing his woman taking, yes?
Yes.
The Ruach HaKodesh is directing his riddles, parables.
Yeah.
His mother didn't understand, his father. When you're led by the Ruach, expect that people around you will not understand why you become Jewish. Kathy, you know anybody like that in your family?
Yeah.
They don't understand why you decided to become a Jew, right? The only problem is you didn't decide to become a Jew, you're an Israelite. But they can't understand what happened to that person, what happened to that woman, what happened to that man. They decided to become a Jew. We have plenty of pastors that are qualified. They sit in steeples, stained glass windows. They're paid professionals. They're paid to study the Bible. You go to some rabbi's place and some rabbi's quarters, and he never went to seminary. He doesn't know Latin. He doesn't speak Latin. The man speaks in Swahili. Hebrew's a dead language. Maybe a handful of Jews know it. They run the world anyway, and they just talk in Hebrew to run the banks and to run Hollywood. You don't need to be going to no Jew. There's plenty of qualified pastors right here for you to be blessed with. So don't expect the world to understand the ways of Yahuwah in Israelite living. So let's continue. Here is the parable. Ready?
Amen.
Okay, you answer it, you get 30. All the friends get what? Sheets and garments. But if you can't answer it, what happens? All the sheets and garments that I'm going to need for my new wife come back to me. Verse 14. Now you wonder why they needed a lot of sheets. Well, that may be where the sex part comes in. Why are you laughing with me? Man, now maybe you could bring some of that sex part in, but not before. First came kingdom business, then came personal marital business. But the taking of the wife was primarily for kingdom business. Verse 14. He said to them, out of the eater came forth meat. Out of the strong came forth sweetness. And they could not in 3 days expound the riddle. Whenever you see the number 3 in thematic theology means the Bible is written in themes. 8, new beginnings. 10, plagues, judgment. 40, wilderness wandering. Themes. Whenever you see the number 3, what theme should pop into your mind? Life out of death. Resurrection out of the grave. So the riddles were designed for 3 days. What is 3? Life, resurrection. Were designed to bring Israel life. Samson's wives, Samson's parables, Samson's riddles, Samson's lifestyle, Samson's strength were all designed to bring Israel resurrection life and to give them dominion over their enemies. Somebody give him praise. Somebody give him praise. This has nothing to do with sex. This has nothing to do with Delilah. This has nothing to do with him having his hair cut. This has to do with Yahuwah restoring dominance and dominion to the nation and to the people of Israel.
Amen.
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 Baruch Hashem Yahuwah. Even my granddaughter's appreciating this preaching. Leah, you enjoy baby. Leah, good preaching. Grandpa's preaching good. Yes, baby. Yes, very good. That's right. That's right. Now you go back to being slain in the spirit. Verse 15. Somebody slay her in the Ruach, please. Verse 15. It came to pass on the 7th day, that's the last day of the wedding. Ooh, wedding, death, resurrection. What should immediately pop into your mind, Vladdy? Yeshua. He died and rose in 3 days so that he could what? Have a wedding, the marriage supper of the Lamb, with Israel for how many days? 7 days, or at the end of the 6,000 years in the millennial kingdom, in the Atid Lavo, he marries his bride that right now he is eruzin, or engaged to. Yeah. Can I get a witness?
Amen.
Baruch Hashem Yahuwah. So he made a feast. Patterned after, the wedding feast was patterned after Chag Matzot, Chag Sukkot. Verse 15. It came to pass on the 7th day that they said to Shimshon's wife, notice, these Chaverim, so-called friends.
Yes.
Entice your husband, there's your sex, their sex. Entice your husband. In other words, Samson married for information. She pleased him with her information. She didn't want sex, she wanted information. He didn't want sex, he wanted information. This is the Philistines versus Israel. It is Dagon versus Yahuwah. May the best Elohim, may the true Elohim win, and may the true Elohim answer by fire. Amen. This is a battle of Elohim.
Wait a minute.
She wanted information, and the 30 Chaverim of the Plishtim
wanted information.
And the riddle was designed to bring information into the camp of Israel. There you go. Verse 15. Entice your husband, he'll declare us the riddle. Meaning, riddle meaning information. Lest we burn you and your Abba's Bayit with fire.
Whoa, damn serious.
Have you called us to take what we have and impoverish us? In other words, we're not here for a wedding for an Israelite leader, a judge. We're here for information. And if you don't get this information, we're going to kill you and your mama.
Wow.
This had nothing to do with the wedding. So the parents were acting in the flesh, were they not?
Yeah.
They had eaten of Samson's victories and of his power and strength. So then they went about to continue that provision. But in the process, they were aiding and abiding Shimshon's enemies, were they not?
Yeah.
They were putting them at the wedding feast, trying to ascertain information for the Philistines to retake